Hey guys, it's Jenny, and we're doing our Reiki Restorative class today. And before we get started, I just wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about vibration and how essentially everything comes back to that. Everything comes back to the vibration that we're emitting, and it's also the vibration that we're choosing for ourselves. So, like, our free will is literally our ability to choose the frequency we wish to vibrate at. That's really all it is. Free will says there's all these varying degrees of vibrations that you can choose to emit, that you can choose to align yourself with, and that's whatever the result of that is our reality, our conscious waking reality, right? So aligning our being to the frequencies that match what we want is how we achieve the desire of the heart, right? And I think a lot of the times we move through life without even being conscious about how this works. And we try to force and press and control and manipulate and make things happen in a way, or we get to the point where we give up and then we just stop trying, right? So there's varying degrees of like frustration that we can come into with understanding how this works. And it's the simplest thing ever. Vibration. It all comes down to vibration. It all comes down to the vibration that I'm choosing to align myself to. The vibration that I'm choosing to vibrate at, that I through my actions, through my thoughts, through my words, through my movements, through the food that I eat. Everything I do is a reflection of the quality of vibration that I'm choosing for myself. Okay? So it's always about aligning our vibration to the energy that we want to experience. And it's so important, I think, that we begin to get conscious about how we engage in this space. I read a quote today, and it kind of drove me bananas. And it was after I had been thinking about this stuff a lot. And it was saying, may you receive extra energy to create what you want, do what you love, and live your life exactly how you want. When you first read these kinds of quotes like this, it can seem really beautiful and uplifting and amazing and all of this kind of stuff, motivating even. But it's not about receiving extra energy. If we're just always sitting around and waiting for the extra energy, we're sitting around and waiting for the abundance, we're sitting around and waiting for things to happen so that we can do what we love and live our lives exactly how I want, we're going to be waiting a really long time. This is where it's our responsibility to take control over how we're investing our time and energy and the quality of energy that we're choosing to engage in that is resulting in the quality of our vibration. So I like to think of it like I was thinking about it today, and I'm like, all of the stuff that we don't really want, that we engage in because we're not consciously recognizing that we're choosing the quality of our vibration through our words, through our thoughts. We're allowing old social programs, old dogmas, old belief systems, old stories to come in and taint our old trauma, our old wounds, to taint our experience and to align we're choosing, not in a conscious level, but in a subconscious way, to focus our attention on these things. And by focusing our attention on these things, we are generating more energy of that same quality of vibration. Whatever I choose to put my attention on, wherever my attention goes, energy flows. I'm aligning myself to that thing. So whenever we align ourselves energetically and pay attention to and focus our energy and give our time and our thoughts and our words and our actions or a lack of actions to the things that we don't want, it almost becomes like a plaque that totally starts to close off the energetic pathways that carry that pranic energy within our being. And if you've been in any of my yoga classes before, we've talked about our pranic energy and our aponic energy. Our pranic energy is that life force energy. It's that life force energy, that pure life energy. Everything we do, we should be looking at the pranic value. Is this having lots of life affirming energy in it for me, or does it have very little to no life affirming energy in it for me? If it has very little to no life affirming energy to me, I am aligning myself to, I'm giving my attention to, I'm focusing my energy, attention, all of that stuff. I'm aligning myself to energies that are not full of pranic energy, life force energy. So I'm aligning myself to a vibratory state that has little to no pranic energy. And then I'm saying that I am the magnet for that. I want more of this, as opposed to choosing the things that have high pranic value and knowing that when I choose these things, when I consciously motivate myself to move in that direction, to focus my attention on these things, to speak in a way that holds lots of pranic value, to act in a way that has lots of pranic value, to think in ways that hold lots of pranic value, then I am effectively, you know, creating more energetic space for that pranic energy to move through. I'm aligning myself to the vibration of that, as opposed to the thing that has little to no pranic energy. So how do we get rid of that plaque? If I've created this plaque in there that is potentially affecting the vibration of my being, that is keeping me in a lower vibration than I choose, that I really want for myself, but I've been choosing the stuff that isn't, taking me towards my highest and greatest good, that's the practice. That's how we get rid of the plaque. That's how we roto-root the arteries, the energetic channels, to allow for more engagement, for me to receive, for me to let go, for me to release the things that are no longer serving me, for me to receive the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding that is meant for me to shift into those higher states of vibration, vibratory being. So that's my practice. That can look like my yoga practice. That can look like the little rituals I do during the day that make me feel amazing and uplifted and full of life. That can be my mantras. That can be my sadhana, which is my daily practice that I have just for myself. There's so many ways: dancing, singing, creating art. There's a multitude of ways that we can roto-root those arteries, those energetic channels, and release that gunk, that buildup of shit that is not the quality of what we want, that clears those energetic pathways, so that once we start aligning ourselves to the higher vibrations, once we start aligning ourselves to the things we want to experience more of, there's space for that energy to move freely, openly, without hitting any of those limitations, any of those walls that we've created within ourselves that don't allow for that part of our being to flourish, right? So I really want us to think about it that way. And a good way, I think, to kind of decipher where we're at energetically, and if we are actually investing our time and energy in the things that have a lot of prana for us. Number one, look at the quality of your being. Do I feel happy, content, grateful? Am I, often experiencing those kinds of emotions, or am I feeling depressed, sad, lonely, unmotivated? What is the quality of my energetic being right now? That's self-aware. Be self-aware. How do I feel right now? If I'm not feeling the way that I want to feel, then I start to engage in some of the things that are of that higher pranic vibration. So I start to assign numbers to the things that I'm engaging in, the quality of food that I'm eating, not the kind of food I think has the high vibration. What am I eating right now? What is the pranic value? You can give it a scale from 1 to 10. This candy and shit that I've been eating at night because I'm depressed and sad and unmotivated, that's a 0, right? This fruit or this green stuff that I'm making this salad for lunch with, that could be a 10, right? So we're assigning the pranic value to the things that we're eating. We're assigning a pranic value to the things the way that we're spending our time during the day. What are the things that I'm doing? Do I have a practice? Do I have that thing that I'm daily investing in my own being, in my own self, to align myself to these higher vibrations? What is the quality of the way that I'm spending my time? What are the actions that I'm taking? What kind of movement am I utilizing during the day? If I'm taking no movement at all, that's a 0. If I'm taking lots of movement in my body, I'm exercising, I'm dancing, I'm doing my yoga practice, I'm doing all of this stuff, that's a 10, right? So taking note of the pranic values of the way that you're investing your energy and your time in your life, giving it the pranic numerical values, the stuff that is not assisting you and that is of the vibratory level, because the lower the number of the pranic value, the lower the vibration that that thing carries. You're aligning yourself to whatever that, so if you add up your number and you have a very high number, then you can imagine that you're probably investing your time and energy in things that are high vibration. You're working to align yourself to a high vibratory space through the way that you're engaging in your life experience. If I have a very low number, when I add up the way that I'm eating, the way I'm thinking, the way that I'm, taking action and movement, and the thoughts that I'm thinking and the words that I'm speaking, if all of those things are very low, then I am aligning myself to low vibrational frequencies. And I can anticipate to be the magnet for whatever level of vibrational frequency I'm most engaged in, I'm most focused on. Where my attention goes, that energy is flowing. So am I generating low pranic value, low vibratory experience for myself, or am I generating high vibratory experience, high pranic, life fulfillment, high vibrational, energetic space for my being to experience this time and space, this life? So I thought, that was really, really helpful for me to kind of think about it. And making those lists is helpful because it helps us to see the truth. Because I can lie to myself all day long. I can tell myself things about what I think I'm doing, but the proof is in the pudding, so to speak, right? The proof is on the paper. It's the stuff that I can see and I can recognize. What is the stuff that I know I should have let go of a long time ago, or practices that I've been engaging in, thoughts that I've been thinking, words that I've been speaking, whatever it is. And that can change from day to day. I could sit down today and watch some movie, and it could be a low vibrational experience for me because I'm trying to escape my life. I'm unmotivated. I am doing that thing because I don't want to engage in the movement, because I don't want to do the things that are necessary for me to elevate. Or I could watch that same movie tomorrow afternoon at the exact same time of day, but because I'm very excited about it, it's something that I love and I'm passionate about, and I want that experience, that it could be super uplifting and full of prana for me, right? So it's not about judgment. We're not creating judgment about the things. It's about knowing who and what we are and what's aligning to our expression of being. Because the low vibration stuff isn't the bad stuff. It's the stuff that's not aligned to my personal expression for my highest and greatest good. The stuff that is aligned to me is the stuff that uplifts me, gives me hope, inspiration, makes me feel amazing. So that's what we want to look at, right? We're not judging things according to what society says or so and so said that's a waste of my time or whatever. No, you're aligning it to your own being, okay? So today during our practice, we're going to be coming into that Reiki restorative. I want you just to be thinking about those potential areas where perhaps you've been investing your time and energy in a way that is actually aligning you to those lower vibratory experiences and bringing more and more and more of those things into your experience. Or, where you are engaging in those high vibration experience things every day, daily, like your daily practices, your sadhana, your yoga, your dancing, your singing, your writing, your creation, whatever it is. The words you're speaking to yourself are loving and kind and compassionate. The words you're speaking to others, the way that you're spending your time feels good to you. It feels like a yes, this is amazing, instead of a no, this drains the life out of me, right? So where are those places where you can see you've been investing your time back into that quality of vibration that you want to experience more of, and recognizing, how we can shift this stuff that we don't want into more of what we do. What's the stuff I can stop doing? Where's the stuff I can create and make more space in my day, in my calendar, in my life experience, so that I have more time to engage in more things that are of the vibrational quality, that are of the uplifting, that are full of that pranic life force energy. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with our oceanic breath today. So let's come into our easy seated posture, grounding through the sits bones, gently resting those hands on the knees, or allowing the wrists to drape over the knees so that the fingertips hang towards the earth. Dropping the shoulders back and down, nice, super long, straight spine, beautiful, energetic channel for that pranic energy to move, that kundalini energy to move around that spinal column, up and out the crown of the head. We're going to come into that oceanic breath, resting the tongue and the roof of the mouth just behind the front teeth, creating space in the back of the throat so that you have an audible inhalation and inhalation. We're going to take a deep breath, allowing that belly to expand up away from the body. Exhale deeply, taking the navel towards the spine. You should hear that breath like the waves of the ocean. And allow that breath to be the meditative space, that bridge that takes you from the physical body back to the soul space. Tuning in to your own being and the quality of the vibration that you've been choosing for yourself, that authentic expression of your being. How authentic is your expression? Is it in tune? Is it in alignment with the truth of your heart, the soul space? Or is the vibratory experience you've been choosing for yourself out of alignment with the truth of your being, your soul space, and the desire of the heart? Couple more deep breaths. Slowly and gently, whenever you're ready, allow those eyes to flutter open so that we can come into that first supported child's pose posture, taking either your rolled up blankets or pillows or bolster, whatever it is that you have available to you. Make sure you've got those props handy, blanket to cover up if you choose to. Whatever it is, it's going to make you feel super, super safe and comfortable. Remembering that in these restorative postures, we're never holding our body up physically. We are totally relaxing and releasing our body into our props, okay? So we don't want to be holding ourselves up, don't want to find tension in any part of the body where you're contracting or pulling the body. You want to be totally relaxed so that you can release and open up and restore and heal at those higher levels, okay? So go ahead and come up on the hands and knees. Drop those glutes back down towards the heels. Open up those legs and pull your bolster or your rolled up blanket or pillows or whatever props it is that you have handy. Drop those hands down in front of those knees. Come long through the spine on your next inhalation. And then exhale, walk those hands up towards the top of your prop or bolster and gently resting one cheek down, closing the eyes. Focusing on the breath. We're not waiting for the extra energy to create what we want. We're not waiting for things to fall into our lap. We're taking conscious action and making conscious choices to engage, to invest our time and energy in the things that are of the quality of vibration we want to experience more of. Consciously living this human experience. Not waiting for life to happen to me. I'm engaged. I'm going out and living this life experience as fully as I can, consciously, utilizing that beautiful gift of free will to align myself to the energy I want to experience more of. I'm choosing that vibration all the time through the words I speak, thoughts I think, the actions I take or don't take, the choices I make, the food I eat, the way I move. They all contribute to that vibratory, energetic expression that I'm currently emitting. Slowly and gently come back to your breath, back to your physical body, drawing your awareness back to the physical realm. Gently wiggling the fingers and toes just a little bit if you need to. Then on the next inhalation, pressing into the palms of the hands, coming along through the body. Exhale and then inhale. Walk those hands back up towards the body. Drop the glutes towards the heels. And we're going to move this bolster out of the way so that we can come into a new posture. And for this next one, I'll tell you, like, this was not the most comfortable posture for me when I first started taking restorative yoga. And so if you need something smaller than like a bolster, then go ahead and grab like a rolled up blanket or a small pillow or something of that nature that's going to elevate your side, but it's not going to be uncomfortable and you're not going to be holding yourself up and feeling super uncomfortable and awkward in this posture. But I will tell you that the more I practiced this posture, the less awkward it began to feel and the more I could feel my body opening up within that particular area. So what we're going to do is we're going to take your right leg, you're going to bend your knee, and you're going to put the sole of that right foot up against the inner thigh of your left leg, and that leg is also bent with that foot tucked behind you. It's like a mermaid fish posture, almost like a mermaid pose here. You're going to take that bolster or the rolled up blankets or pillows or whatever it is that you have horizontal on your mat next to your body. And then once you're ready, you're going to just press that glute up against that bolster or those blankets or pillows. And then you're going to drop that side over the bolster. You can lift both arms over the head, close the eyes as you gently rest your head on the inner right arm. You can take that top arm and you can release it down to the side of the body, or just gently rest it on the bolster or blankets or whatever it is that you have. You can bend that knee and prop your head up, or excuse me, elbow of the right arm and prop your head up. So just listen to your body. Take a moment to come into this posture fully and completely so that you're finding that super comfortable, relaxed posture. Again, where there's not tension, you're not holding up the body, you're not feeling super awkward and uncomfortable, where you can allow yourself to close your eyes, focus on your breath, and drift back off into that meditative state. So once you've found the most comfortable version of this posture possible, close the eyes and focus on the breath. And remembering all of those things that have that high product value for you. There's no judgment. Just because somebody else doesn't see the value in that thing, somebody else doesn't understand why you would love to watch a horror movie or whatever it is, because they are judging it. They're saying that it has an inherent low vibration. Nothing has an inherent vibration. There is only its resonance, its natural resonance. And if that resonance of that thing is aligned to your specific energy, then it's for you. And like I said, that can change from day to day. Something that you're aligned to today, you potentially may not be aligned to tomorrow. It also has everything to do with the motivation of why am I doing the thing? Is my motivation aligned to my highest and greatest good? Or am I looking to escape? Is my motivation aligned to creating limitations and obstacles and keeping my energy small? So let's just, think of it in a way of like it's about what's right for you. It's about what gives prana to you, and it's nobody else's business what those things are. It only matters to you. And when we're aligning ourselves to divine energy, source energy, great spirit energy, higher self energy, our motivating factor always comes from that place of love and compassion, growth, expansion. So we can ensure that it is more than okay, not just okay, but the best thing we can do to trust our inner self, that higher self, that spirit, that soul space, and recognize that the desire of the heart is our highest and greatest good, and releasing all judgment about what that looks like. Slowly and gently, whenever you're ready, deepen the breath. Take your left hand, press it into the earth, and draw yourself up and away from that bolster or blankets or pillows or props. We're going to take that, whatever it is that you're using for your prop, to the other side. Bend your left knee. Press the sole of the left foot into the top of the right thigh, into that mermaid pose. And if that's not comfortable, you can always stack your knees on top of each other and put a little pillow between your legs or something of that nature. Just listen to your body and whatever feels most comfortable and safe. Press those glutes and your thigh up against that bolster or rolled up blanket or pillows. And then we're going to take it down on the other side. So inhale deeply. Then exhale, drape the side of the body down over that bolster, pillows, or props. Come into the same expression on this left side as you did on the right. Close the eyes. Draw your attention, your awareness back inside. Conscious engagement in my life experience that allows me to vibrate at that place that I want to experience more of, that place that I want to align myself to, that energetic quality of vibration that is going to allow me to be the magnet to receive more of that energy. It requires discipline. It requires you to invest in yourself, to show up and invest in yourself. The discipline of making the choices through that free will that give you the ability to choose the frequency you wish to vibrate at. You have to be disciplined enough to make the choices and take the actions, the conscious choices and actions that will allow you to vibrate at that level that you desire. The discipline of doing more of those things that you feel are of that same energetic vibrational value. Feeding yourself the way you would feed yourself if you were already at that vibrational frequency that you desire. Utilizing the mantras, the words, the songs that are drawing yourself towards that vibration, aligning you towards those things. That's why I love mantras so much. It's a specific vibrational quality that I am aligning myself to claiming for my life experience through those mantras, through those ancient words. And accountability. Accountability is so important. Show up for yourself, to do the things. This is where, if we feel like we need that accountability partner to get started, to stay motivated, to continue to see our experience from that perception of my choices drawing me towards the vibrational quality that I'm at, and that I have all of the power and the potential to change that whenever I want. We can use those accountability partners to keep us engaged, to keep us on track until we create those healthy habits within our own experience. Coming back to your breath. back to your physical body. Take that right hand, press it into the earth so that you can come up on both hands, pressing that upper body up away from your props, away from your bolsters. We're going to take some blocks or pillows for underneath the end of our bolster. We're going to put those blocks at the end of our mat. Then we're going to rest that bolster or those pillows on top of those stacked blocks. You can take some pillows up to the top of your mat, however you like. I'm going to do mine long ways, but you could also do them like a normal pillow, horizontally, if you like, horizontally at the top. And just listen to your body and whatever it is that feels good and comfortable. You're going to take your legs to either side of the props, release your back down onto your pillows. And then we're going to lift our legs up. We're going to rest them on top of those pillows, on top of those props. You can even use like your couch here if you need to, like put some blankets underneath the thighs and stuff, but put your feet up on the edge of your couch or something of that nature. Or use couch pillows under your legs, whatever it is that you can do to achieve that elevation on those legs. Arms are going to be down at the side of the body. Palms of the hands gently resting into the earth to relax, to connect to those energies of safety and security and groundedness. Palms can be face up to receive, to open up. And find your breath. Consciously relaxing every little part of the body, inviting it to open up, to unwind, to release. Everything is a personal choice. How we choose to react to the situations in our life, how we choose to engage, whether we're contracting away or whether we're diving headfirst, allowing ourselves to fully experience every moment of this beautiful human life. And through those choices, we're aligning ourselves constantly to a quality of a vibration that we will become the mirror for and the magnet for. We'll be reflecting the energy, the quality of that vibration, as well as becoming the magnet for more of it, drawing more of that energy into our life experience. So we must stop and assess the quality of the vibration that we are currently emitting. If we feel like it is something that we're happy with, if this is what we want, not what other people would want for us, but what we want for ourselves. Is it the quality of energy I want to experience more of? If it's not, creating the changes necessary. Stop engaging in the things that hold low pranic value, that result in a low vibrational experience, and begin to engage in more of the things that hold the high pranic value and allow me to vibrate at those higher levels of existence where all things are possible. The more I open those energetic channels, the more I clean out those energetic channels with my practices, with my movements, with my meditations, with my daily prayers, with my mantras, all of those things, the more I clear those energetic channels, the more ability I have to receive. The closer I become to source, Great Spirit energy, the more ability I have to attune myself to the frequency of that vibration and open myself up to all miracles, all potential, all of the incredible energy that exists in this time and space. And I can choose to anchor any of the quality of energy that I source from within that beautiful energetic well of universal energy, however I want to right now. in this time, in this space, in this human embodiment. Deepening the breath, coming back to the body. Aware of the rise and fall with the inhalation and inhalation of the belly, the reaction of the body to the breath. Inhale deeply and exhale and remove your legs down away from the bolster. You can take them down to either side of those blankets or pillows or props. Then you can draw the knees into the chest. Pull yourself upright into a comfortable seated position. We're going to take our props up to the top of our mat this time so that we can come into that elevated butterfly pose. So it's a heart opener here. Take those blocks or pillows to the top of your mat this time. Lay those bolsters or pillows down vertically so that you can come into that butterfly posture. Now, if you can't take your soles of your feet, press them together and open up through those hips and knees, allowing them to fall to the side. I'm going to pull my stuff over a little bit because I'm hitting the wall. There we go. Press the glutes up against your props. Press the soles of the feet together. Knees come open, hips open. If this doesn't feel safe and comfortable to you, you can lengthen through the legs and just stick them straight out in front of you. So just listen to your body and whatever you want to do. But if you want to come into that elevated butterfly pose, you're going to press the soles of the feet together. Take those hands down behind your glutes gently and slowly with grace and ease. If you can get it to not fall over on you. My stuff's already fallen. Move this up. There we go. And drop down. Now we're going to come into a gentle posture just to connect to our own being in this elevated butterfly posture. You're going to take your left hand on your heart space and your right hand on your belly. Close your eyes. And just breathe and feeling into the relationship of the connectedness from the heart to the belly. That belly, that place that we witness ourselves, our perception of our own self, that solar plexus, which uplifts and supports the desire of the heart, the soul space. So be willing to see yourself through those eyes of source, totally valuable, totally worthy, and capable of all things, just such a powerful being. And allow that knowledge, that truth to uplift and support the desire of the heart, giving you the ability to make the conscious choices and take the conscious actions necessary for you to vibrate at that highest potential possible. Just being consciously aware of the energies that move through your being, through your body. If you're feeling anything, if you're not feeling anything, focusing on the breath, focusing on that movement of the body, that meditative movement of the body responding to the breath. Be willing to choose the very best for yourself, knowing that you don't have to prove your worth or your value to anybody. You're already so worthy. You're already so valuable. Say yes to that most beautiful expression of life. Say yes. Stop being fearful of what it would mean for you to step into that fullness of being and go get it. Do what you need to do to align yourself to the vibration that's going to draw you towards those desires of your heart, because that is what you're here to do. And when you play it small and you suppress yourself and you pretend like those dreams are not your dreams, or you tell yourself that you're not capable of achieving them, that those are the things that are for everybody else and not for you, you are depriving the universe, the world, from experiencing the beauty of that highest vibration that you can possibly emit. That beautiful vibration, which is the invitation to everybody around you to engage, to participate, to experience those energies that you're choosing to anchor into this space and time through your energetic vibration, that unique vibration that only you could ever emit. So say yes to all of the things. Say yes to taking the actions, to making the choices that are consciously taking you towards that highest evolution of your being all the time. Focusing again on that hand over the heart and the hand over the belly and the beautiful relationship that they share with one another. This incredible manifestation of humanity, these incredible physical bodies that know, and energetic bodies that know so beautifully how to support and uplift every aspect of the being. If we'll only allow it to happen, if we'll only trust our bodies, trust our energetic expressions to do so. If we'll only provide the environment necessary by engaging in the things of the high pranic quality and value that allow for that high vibration to occur, that gives the body and the energetic expression of our being full capability to move at its highest potential, to express itself at its highest potential possible. One more deep inhalation through the nose. Exhale fully and completely through the mouth. Take those hands to the outside of the knees. If your legs are in that butterfly pose, press the knees together with those hands, allowing the soles of the feet to find the earth. Grasping onto the front of the shin bones, draw yourself upright into a seated posture. And then you're going to move all of those bolsters and props and pillows and blankets and things out of the way, except for what you want for your final Shavasana corpse pose posture. So go ahead and allow yourself to come into that final corpse pose posture with whatever props necessary. If you want to put some pillows under your knees, a blanket, or bolster, if you want to cover up with a blanket, resting your body, the rest of your body into the earth. If you want no props at all and you just want to totally release your body into the earth, just listen to yourself and take that most beautiful, comfortable, safe final Shavasana pose so that we can fully integrate and totally receive everything that's meant for us today during our practice on this safe space on our mat. Once you find yourself in that prone position in the earth, totally relaxed on your mat, laying with those legs out in front of you, arms to the side of the body, finding your breath and relaxing, fully relaxing. And remember, not to wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for next week to get started. Start now. Start right now, being conscious of the energetic weight, the energetic value of the things that you choose to engage in. Are they an investment back into that higher vibratory state of being? Or are they taking you further and further away from those desires of the heart? And then consciously choosing the value that is the most supportive, that is of the vibrational quality that you want to continue to experience more of. Make the choices necessary for you to achieve the reality you want. It is just that simple. There is nothing else. It is only that. Every day. What are the things that bring me the most life today? How can I feed myself today that is of a high vibrational frequency, a high pranic value? How can I speak to myself today that will draw me towards that energetic space I want to experience more of? What are the choices I can make today, the actions I can take, the movements I can engage in that will allow me to vibrate at the highest possible frequency so that I can become the magnet for more of that? The thoughts I think, the investments I make. What is my motivation? And not to feel guilty about engaging in the things that you don't feel like have low pranic value. That's not the point of what this looks like. The point of this is to be engaging in more of the things that hold the vibrational frequency that you want to experience more of. That's all. And it's all a choice. The choice is yours, and you can choose whatever you want. You can choose to get through this life experience of a low vibrational frequency for your own being. You can choose to do the things that allow you to escape. But you can also choose all of the things that you never even dreamed of. You can also choose all of the miracles, all of the potential, all of the possibility, and the greatest dreams of your heart, and then some. You can always choose that. Deepening the breath, drawing your awareness back into this time and place, gently wiggling the fingers and toes first, rotating the hands around the wrists or the feet around the ankles, and then generating even more movement through those gentle stretches, cat stretches, or full body stretches. Drawing the knees into the chest and rocking side to side for a moment. And then rolling back and forth, rocking and rolling up and down on that spine until you finally draw yourself upright into a comfortable seated posture. Finishing our practice today with 3 long Satnams. I am truth. Truth is my name. Truth is my identity. What is the truth of my being right now in this moment? What am I choosing for myself right now in this moment? What am I projecting? And what am I being the magnet for right now in this moment? Take those hands in prayer pose. Anchor those thumbs into the heart space. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. And then inhale to begin. Satnam. 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 Namaste. The divinity inside of me honors that divinity that expresses itself through humanity in each and every one of you, that beautiful golden thread of connectedness. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I appreciate you joining me in that journey of really learning how to step into our power and really to experience the quality of life that we want. I value you guys so much. I'm so thankful for you guys and your support. And I'll look forward to seeing y'all next time. Bye.